Howdy folks, today is Wednesday. That means we have our weekly MTGO event over on the Value Vintage Discord server. Today I am playing Bogles. So I kind of just threw this together earlier today, just based on the fact that I would like to play something that is skirts interaction while is also interactive in and of itself. So we are going with the little hexproof guys and putting a bunch of auras on them as our main game plan. So what separates this build from like a classic Bogles deck that you might be like normally thinking of, this one is blue instead of green, and we are using that for both stack-based interaction and card draw. But first, let's go over the creatures. So we have our Slippery Boggle, 1/1 hexproof. Put it down on turn 1, and it's just the biggest threat once you load it up with auras. We have Core Spirit Dancer. This is mostly here to draw cards, although it can attack. It's significantly more fragile because it doesn't have a ward or hexproof or anything. So I will seldom be loading this up, I imagine. Yeah, this is basically just here for the whenever you cast an aura, draw a card ability. And then Invisible Stalker, 2 mana 1/1 with hexproof, and it can't be blocked. I don't know how relevant that's going to be. We will find out, I suppose. There isn't like a ton of like blocking that happens in this format. Although I guess like people threaten to block all the time. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I'm anticipating this card being good, not great, and Boggle being the better of the two. But we will find out. And then I also have a couple Judges Familiars in here. I just really can't get away from this archetype of card. The 1/1 flyer that sacrifices to counter a thing. It's just like a good threat against combo decks, because you just play it on turn 1 and they are then put between a turn and a half behind, and then all the while it's chipping in for damage. So yeah, I don't anticipate this being like a good card, but it's one of my favorites, so it has to be here. Alright, this section is our Buffy auras, or the ones that we use primarily for damage. So we have Ethereal Armor, gets +1/+1 for each enchantment we control, and First Strike. The First Strike I don't imagine will be super relevant, because I don't anticipate doing like a ton of blocking, but you know, there could be situations where I'm trying to like attack through some big creature and the First Strike will end up mattering. We have Sentinel's Eyes. This is mostly here for its recastability through the escape. +1/+1 and Vigilance. Vigilance, again, we're not trying to do like a ton of blocking. We're mostly trying to race via lifelink instead of doing anything else for defense. So this is basically just here for if they have an answer to one of our creatures, we can get auras back from the graveyard. And then we have this Fallout card, Idolized, which basically gives all of your permanents exalted. So whenever a dude attacks alone, it becomes as big as the number of permanents you have. So it's similar to like an All That Glitters, but it also counts your creatures, which might end up mattering. We'll find out. And then we also have Curious Obsession. Whenever they're +1/+1, and whenever they deal damage, draw a card. We are using this with Staggering Insight, which is the same card, but also lifelink. Because this deck is very card hungry. Like, it's very easy to play your entire hand. So we want to constantly be able to like refill the hand. And then this is our interactive aura category. And then also Spell Pierce is here because Spell Pierce helps beat the combo decks. So we have Sheltered by Ghosts. This is newly cheapened from the new Commander decks that are out. So it's like $1.30 right now, as opposed to like the $7 that it was before. This card's super good. +1/+0 and lifelink and ward 2. So if we end up putting this on like a core Spirit Dancer, it's significantly harder to kill. And then if we put this on a hexproof creature, it is essentially just like a 2-mana removal spell plus all of the other stuff. If you've ever played against this card, like, you know how strong it is. We have Curse of Silence, which is another concession to combo strategies. So the idea is to name like whatever their scary early turn play is. So like against Nadu, we would name Cephalid Illusionist, or against Post, we'd probably name like Sowing Mycospawn or Mind Twist, or whatever their like big colored thread of choices. And it buys a couple turns against those strategies to help like us set up a little more. Oppressive Raise is also very like Nadu centered, because like they'll go turn 1 nomads, and then you put this on their nomad, and the nomad is essentially dead. And then this also helps break up like board stalls for the decks that play creatures. So if they are trying to block with something, this is essentially a removal spell. So yeah, Boggle is pretty straightforward, pretty simple. We're just trying to load up a dude with a bunch of stuff and attack, and then also interact meaningfully a little bit along the way. In the sideboard, Leyline of Sanctity for like discard, suppression field is I am as prepared as possible to beat Nadu, basically. Deafening Silence for High Tide, Cartouche of Solidarity for the black decks, or like one way to like classically beat a Bogles deck is to play Edict effects, so like make me sacrifice an attacking creature or something. This helps play around that. Ceremony's Rejection for Post, and Soul Guide Lantern for if Idol shows up. We also are a Lurrus deck, which is actually very like meaningful in this strategy, because if these die, it's usually game over, but with Lurrus, we have the opportunity to bring them back. So that's Bogles. We're about to start soon, so let's get to it. Alrighty, round 1 tonight in our Wednesday FNM sort of value vintage thing. I am playing Enchantees, which is like Bogles, but blue. Playing against Dev Fizzle. What was he on last time? I don't remember. This hand's pretty good though. We can turn 2 into whichever of these we think will be more effective based on what they start with. So, should be good to go. Start off with a tap land. Just not gonna pretend. Alright, Bountiful Landscape. They might be back on Rhinos. I know they're a pretty notorious Rhinos player, which means that we are going to have to Invisible Stalker instead of Core Spirit Dancer. Fortunately, we drew a Staggering Insight, which will give us the cards we need anyway. So we're doing this just because these colors have access to like burn spells, and I can't put toughness on this right away. I fetch a mountain. Island into do nothing, which is good for me. I will play a Plains, and then Staggering Insight. We'll just start drawing cards. Oh no, he has a counter spell. That's a shame. He is, um, that does mean he's on rhinos though for sure. So I guess we'll have to race. Really could have used the lifelink from this to help with that race. There's a Boggle. I think we're just going to cast Spirit Dancer and then cast Idolized. Draw a card. And then this should also fish out a counterspell if he's got one. Since it looks like they don't, I draw a card. Six is a lot of lands. So next turn I'm imagining that we'll grab Laris on top of whatever else we're finding. And then we can grab the Staggering Insight back. Alright, there's the rhinos, so now it's racing time. Incubation. What do we find? Find a counterspell, I guess? Oh, they put the Shardless Agent in. They just want to overwhelm with rhinos. So I really need to get this Staggering Insight back. Yeah, they're just going hard in the paint, as the children say. Okay, well that's lane number 7, which means that we lose the game, unfortunately, because this is a deck that wants 3 lands and not more than twice that. Yeah, I can't even, like, block. I have 3. They're coming in with just so much. Yeah, they got this one. Mathematically impossible. Alright, what do we have for rhinos? Almost nothing, because I honestly wasn't expecting this deck. It's been super out of favor for the last forever. Can't even Deafening Silence because they do Shardless Agent. I think we just run it back and then don't draw 7 lands. Let's try that. Okay, this has Boggle into Sheltered, so that's a keep. Or we can Invisible Stalker. I don't think I want to do that, though. I think I just want to... Well... I don't know, maybe we can Boggle into Ethereal Armor. Second Sheltered's pretty good. Okay, what do we want to do here? I'm thinking that this is going to be a matchup where I just need to beat them, like, in the damage race. So, how do we best do that? These give lifelink, which is pretty sweet. I'll just go for the plan where we put a bunch of cards into play, because that makes our idolized better as well. Attack for 2. Next turn we'll probably play the Invisible Stalker just to try and get around their counterspell. Like, I want these Sheltereds to resolve. Oh, they're not keeping up a counter. Okay. Curious Obsession. That's pretty good. That makes it so that they have to double block this with a Rhino? Um, okay, so it's a little awkward. I would like I would like to do multiple things. I would also like to not have this get double blocked by a rhino. Um, so I think I just play Invisible Stalker. Then this turn they make their rhinos attack. Then I can Shelter Bagos to get rid of the rhinos, which I think might be a little better. And then in the worst case, I'll have the Stalker to start putting stuff on. Yeah, I'm not even gonna attack. Strictly because this will happen. So yeah, this turn, if I draw land, I can Curious Obsession, which is super good. But this Shelter is going to be doing work. And they don't have Shardless mana, which is pretty sweet. They do still have Violent Outburst mana. So we do still need to be, like, aware of that. Okay. I think I'm going to spread. So, like, Shelter by Ghost goes on Invisible Stalker. This becomes a 3. Yeah, I guess these can block a Rhino. And then this will start gaining some life. So depending on what he does this turn, we have both of these auras in hand. I kind of don't care, right? Yeah, I don't want to trade these. I'll just take 4. Because I can just gain that back, like this turn. Do need to be aware that they probably have some sort of bounce spell. I know Brazen Borrower recently became much cheaper. Oh, that's a staggering insight. That's like both things that I want. I will go ahead and put that on... Oh, no. I'm going to get rid of this other Rhino. Because I want this to resolve more than I want this other Sheltered to resolve. So I will use this as counterbait. Mystical Dispute. Okay. Well, we attack. They attack. I'm still just in the market of just taking 4 for right now. I'm not going to trade these away yet. I do think I'm going to put Curious Obsession onto Invisible Stalker. Just to start drawing some cards, maybe try and find that land. Oh, am I getting iced? That's a bad day for me. And we drew planes. Wow. Alright. Well, I will continue attacking for 2. They get more rhinos. So now I like have to block one of them. I'm going to be going to 2, so I need to be aware of like another fire ice as well. I mean, I don't need to be aware of it, but that will kill me. Just like straight up. I'm curious what he's thinking about here. Because he's like very adjacent to winning the game. Maybe he's trying to find like a Bone Crusher Giant with his incubation or something. On a Simian Spirit Guide instead. Okay, I will declare blockers. Trade 3 for half with a rhino? That's not great for me. I could do with an ethereal armor off the top. Instead I get a Darkar Waste. So I put this to 4, draw 2 cards, put myself to 1. And then back to 5. We'll play the Darkar Waste. Staggering Insight. And then attack. See what we draw. Draw Coarse Spirit Dancer. They attack for 8. I can block 2 of it. That is lethal. Well, missing out on that land was not super ideal. Kind of got effed by lands this match, but that's what you get when you boggle. Okay, round 2 against Fancy Hands. We're on the play. I don't know what they are on. Maybe Enchantress? That's literally just a guess. I have no idea. Since we're on the play, this hand is probably fine. We can just like go in on this Core Spirit Dancer and hope it doesn't get like evaporated. I don't know, we'll see what happens. They play Plains, which means that they might have a removal spell for the Spirit Dancer, so I will just wait another turn so I can get a little bit of cardboard equity out of it. Alright, so now if we play the Sentinel's Eyes, we will at least have drawn, like, a card. So we suit it up. They don't seem to have a removal spell. At least not immediately. Maybe they'll have, like, a, I don't know, Journey to Nowhere or something. Moon-Blessed Cleric. What are we finding? Deification. Alright. Not sure what that means, but the opponent needs to die. I will play Basic Land Island. I'll put an Ethereal Armor on my Spirit Dancer. And now my child is large. I will also put an Idolized on here. Draw another Spirit Dancer. This is what, like 14? 14's a lot. And I have a Spell Pierce up for whatever nonsense they have. No block is crazy. This does not have evasion. Gideon of the Trials is not resolving, unfortunately. I would love to draw another enchantment so I can keep the gravy train rolling. Ooh, we did it. Good job. So here's Spirit Dancer number 2. Curious Obsession. Draw 2 cards, which is notably more than 1 card. And then I just kill them? Interesting. Does this have ward at all? Not yet. So how does this go bad, right? Like, they have the swords to plowshares for this in response to this, and I get, like, nothing. So I will actually not do that. And instead, I will just suit up the second one. Draw a couple more cards, because the Shelter by Ghost will also get rid of, like, whatever scary thing they, like, put into play next turn. Like the Gideon or whatever. They block. Alright, they could not assemble a defense. So we got there. Okay, so what do we sideboard for Gideon Prison? Suppression Field makes it so they can't activate Gideon. I assume they're full of, like, removal spells. This, this might be another one where we just do nothing. Is there anything I want to take out? Probably Curse of Silence. Well, no, I could just name Gideon. This, this is probably good to take out. Or Judge's Familiar. Alright, bye-bye, Birdie. We'll put Suppression Field in. Well, no, because they're like... They're just trying to, like, set up a lock, right? So maybe we play Deafening Silence. Make it so they only do one thing at a time. Anyway, here's Luris. Oh no, Glacial Fortress is the only land. There's just nothing going on anyway, so... Bye-bye hand. This hand... Much better. I keep. I throw away probably a Darkar Waste. Like, turn 1, Curse of Silence. Yeah. Oh no, Soul Ring. My one weakness. That actually makes this fully unplayable. Oppressive Raise. Curse of Silence. Target a who? I will name Gideon of the Trials. It is the first time I've ever typed that card name. One, two, four. Oh, that's a different Gideon. You weren't supposed to do that. Okay, they are making dudes. Ooh, Invisible Stalker doesn't die to removal. At least the removal that I'm concerned about. So I can just, like, suit that up next turn. Yeah, they can just play their Gideon anyway, even through this. Soaring might be a little good, guys. Moonblast Cleric. I need to read this deification card. Okay, when it enters, choose Gideon. Gideons are hexproof. You can Guardian, that's fine. As long as you control a creature, if damage dealt to a Gideon would result in all loyalty... Okay, so I need to remove their creatures instead. Okay, understood. I follow. Yeah, I'll take 7. This is a little bit of a scary beatdown, actually. I do need... How do I kill this? 1, 2, 3. That doesn't do it, so I will... Does this say player? Damn, it says player. Okay, maybe I need to Core Spirit Dancer first. Or I just don't care about Gideon. No, they play this next turn. Interesting, interesting. Or I just attack them, which I think is what I will be doing. And we attack Fancy Hands. Because, like, this I don't really care about at all. It's the other one that matters. No land. Sad. They play Deification, so Gideon is immortal. There's also 5/5. 5, 10, 12. That's a lot. Why does this thing have 3 power? That's like huge. Okay, I will cast Ethereal Armor on my Invisible Stalker. So now it is a 5/5. And then I attack my opponent. I gain 1 life, I draw 1 card. Another Ethereal Armor doesn't really do anything. How do I not die? 1, 2. This enlists a creature, scry 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I need to, like, block Gideon. And then when this creature attacks, you can tap a non-attacking creature. Okay. So if I play Slippery Boggle, I can block Gideon. And then the turn after, I get to just fucking kill them with 2 Ethereal Armors. Okay, that's a guy. They're doing the math that I just did. Attack with everybody. That is fine. I will block as the Oracle prescribed. I will take 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. Do you have a way to add 1 power to the board? It's okay if you say no. Alright, opponent had a little internet issue, but they are back. Anyway, we blocking. I'm curious what the last 2 cards they have in hand are. I really hope it's not like Shatter this guy. Gideon, Champion of Justice. Which is that's legal in the format, that's for sure. Is it 6? And I will attack my opponent to death in the face. Actually, let's do the math. This adds 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 10. Which actually isn't lethal. Whereas if we do Idolized, that adds the same, because these are the same card. Alright, I will Ethereal Armor this, the guy. We attack for, oh my god, we can get him to 12. Interesting. How much does this attack for? Oh, it's so small. With power intelligence equal to the number of loyalty counters, so it will attack for 6. 6 plus 5. is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if we attack this Gideon, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and then we lock this down, that seems okay. Alright. So we attack. Can this, like, destroy my dudes? 15, so no. Yeah, that can make everything bigger, which is, like, the very scary thing. Oh, wait. As long as you control a creature of damage dealt. So that can't die. Okay, so if I attack this, it goes to 1. 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We will attack. Okay, we will attack Bad Gideon. And not draw a card, which is, like, even worse for me. But we're at 13 and we live another turn. Okay, Gideon gets bigger and notably does not attack this turn. They just do the buff. So they attack for 7? Not even 7. Maybe 7. We'll find out. Okay. Now I get to... Well, I don't even have to idolize. I can just staggering insight and draw an additional card. Like if it isn't lethal. They may have forgotten that this cannot be blocked. Swords to Plowshare themselves. That's funny. Swords to Plowshare themselves to gain 3 life. Alright, that's fine. I will gain 13, however. And draw 2 cards. They make a 2/2. Draw. Yay, land. Okay, I don't think that they can get me from 22 without playing a Gideon of the Trials. Well, let's get into the Trials. Yes, I will, actually. Damn, if only I had... If only I had the mana. I don't know, I'll Spell Pierce it. So now I'm just waiting for a, waiting for Sheltered by Ghosts. It's fine. I'm going to gain so much life, though. It's not even funny. I haven't done the math. This might kill me. 6, 9, 13, 17, 18, 19. We're still alive, baby. Okay, that's not Sheltered by Ghost. So I will Core Spirit Dancer. We're doing that just to draw cards. And then I will Idolized. I will always draw a card. And then I will attack them for just so much damage. Attack you for 20? Draw 2 cards? Neither of which were sheltered by ghost? They're at negative 17? Yeah, that's a 4-4. It's a 5-5. That's a 4-4. This one's a 6-6. Alright, we do the math again. 5, 7, plus 4 is 11, 15, 18, 22. I'm at 1. -1. Damn, I'm not as good at mental math as I used to be. That's fine. That was going to be a very hard one to like slog through. I am going to activate Suppression Field instead of whatever I brought in last time, because that is going to help us get through the Gideons a little better if that do be the case. I would love to play first. 1 land, no creature, no keep. Many land, several creature, do keep. We'll put planes back. It's boggling time. We do a little boggling. Y'all ever walk on your hands? Okay. I will just Core Spirit Dancer. If you have a Swords to Plowshares, it resolves. I am not in the market for being a little baby. Guardian of New Benalia. That's going to get Oppressive Raid. Always draw. Curse of Silence. That's a good card. Ethereal Armor. And then Idolized, which is good as well. I think I'm going to name Deification on this one. Just because it's like the cheapest. And we attack for 4. They play Oath of Gideon, which makes 2 little dudes. Cannot currently get around the little dudes. Alright, Insight, Staggering. Suppression Field, legal, I guess. Do I also make my Spirit Dancer large? Or do I just go, like, super duper lifelink? I'll go super duper lifelink. Because they killed me via combat damage last game, and I would like for that to not happen again. I will go to 34. That's fine. And the next turn I make it so that you can never activate an ability ever again. That's not particularly true, but... Oh god, he's got so many blockers. Do I draw an aura? No, I draw a slippery Bogle. He's so slippery. Play Suppression Field. Play Suppression Field. Play a little boggly boy. Then we attack for like 1,000. $19? That's a lot. It's like what? 53? 53 is several lives. Moonblessed Cleric, that's fine. Grab your cheaty card. Can't play it though. Guardian is fine. I probably should have put in some way to give these creatures evasion, huh? Okay, we attack. Go to 72. Alright, they play the thing. I will spell pierce it. I will not sacrifice. Because what if they have another one? Okay, Staggering Insight can go onto Core Spirit Dancer. It's another Boggle. 3/5. Which notably does not die to 2/2/2s. I'll play another Boggle just to gain more life. Okay, we attack you and you. Oh, this is like exalted. That's fine. I guess I won't gain 1,000 life. I'll just take 100. Another Oath of Gideon. So they get 2 more little guys. I'm at 85, by the way. Another Core Spirit Dancer. Yeah, I'll play it. Why not? We will attack with both again. Just to try and get rid of these 2 dudes. Up to 95. 1, 2, 3. No, my weakness. Oh, I get an ethereal armor. Where'd that come from? Oh, I draw a card with populate. I see. Haha! You didn't expect me to draw the 3rd slippery boggle, did you? Oh, I better put Luris in my hand. Gideon Blackblade. That has definitely abilities for sure. Sheltered by ghosts. Is there anything I can bring back that will, like, just kill my opponent? No, I don't think so. I will play Luris. And then I think I just want to draw cards. So, like, Staggering Insight. I also want to go over 100. Which one is scarier? Probably Blackblade, right? Because that's like always a creature. 2, 3, 4. Make a 2/2. Very good. Okay, I think I'm going to attempt to kill my opponent now. So we sheltered by ghost. Get rid of your token. And then I idolize the Boggle, which is true 2 ways. Then we attack. Holy shit! That's crazy. Alright, well, good thing I got this Luris, I guess. That's insane. I have not seen this card since M14. No, my Luris! I needed that. Okay, well, we'll continue attempting. Invisible Stalker. I'll keep the Sheltered by Ghost, just because, like, they might play a Deification. Make a 2/2. Simply does not matter. Gideon matters a little bit more. I'm drawing lands, which is great for me. Yeah, we'll attack Gideon. Oh, we can activate both. That's a shame. Now I gotta like actually kill him. Yep. Make a dude. No. Turn him into a dude. Which is noticeably different. Okay. And there's all my lands. Just in case I didn't know where they were. I think I just need to get rid of these Gideons before getting rid of them. Surely we won't draw like 100 lands in a row. Yes, we take 11. Or maybe we will draw 100 lands in a row. Doesn't seem great for me. Alright, time to get rid of Gideon. We'll actually get rid of both of them. Opponent is no longer indestructible. Alright, another Gideon ally is in the car. That is, how many turns in a row with every land as a draw? That's like 6, right? Alright, I will attack them. They come in for a bunch. Oppressive Raise is like almost a card, I guess. I'll attack them. Thinking if it's more worth to attack Gideon or not, but notably I will need to kill this Gideon at some point, but I'll try to do that when this has more power. Okay, well, I need to start doing it now then, I guess. That's crazy. Drawing 7 lands in a row is insane. Okay, that's a curious obsession, which means I can start drawing some cards. Which means I will be attacking them. Invisible Stalker number 2. Yield through their turn because we're getting close to the point where clock matters. So I need to start playing a little faster. They're coming in for 11, which is quite a bit. Can only take that like 8 times. Ethereal Armor is going to make things significantly easier. So we can... I still want to attack them with that. Oops, not that. Because I want to keep drawing cards with Curious Obsession. And we'll get them to, like, lethal. Sheltered by Ghost is good. That one... We'll get rid of Gideon Ally of Zendikar. So they're at lethal. They need to, like, draw the board wipe this turn, and they did not. So I can kill Gideon this turn, and then they will die because they are at -2 life, with no Gideons in play. Good games. That was crazy. Alright, on to the next one. Alright, round 3. Playing against Bud. Don't know what they're on. Won the die roll, because we're so good at the game. Here's a Luris. This has lands and creature. You know what that means. This is probably going to be another turn 3, unless they, like, play basic forest, which surely can't happen, right? Plus tap Glacial Fortress turn 1 makes them think I'm on control. Island. Ooh, are they doing tempo? Cheeky little tempo action? Ooh, okay. Now I will play a Core Spirit Dancer, because I would like this Invisible Stalker to resolve. Do not daze me, bro. Oh my god, it resolved. Please don't Mountain and Lightning Bolt. That'd be the worst thing on the planet. It might be the worst thing that would ever happen to anybody. Island. What does 2 islands mean? Could be anything. They are leaving up their mana, which, you know, is probably fine. I'm gonna Sentinel's Eyes. Get a little card draw going. What is this? Lose focus. Oh my god. That's insane. We'll draw a card, and then I'll take this opportunity to resolve Invisible Stalker. Attack. Send a message. And now we just play auras for the rest of time. Thing in the ice, that'll kill me eventually. That will kill me eventually. I'm gonna cast Sheltered by Ghost. And then hopefully they don't have like a Spell Pierce. Oh, that's the thing I said. That's the card. Oh, I'm gonna die now. It's so unfair. Why did this happen to me? I will Curious Obsession my Invisible Stalker. Draw a card. Because now we're just in the market of finding an additional... or loading the hand up with auras. I guess Thing in the Ice doesn't actually kill anything. Ooh, that's pretty good. This transforms, right? It doesn't... Exile? Yes, it transforms. So that means the aura will stay on it. No, another one! That's the worst thing that could happen to anybody! Okay, well now I just need to kill them. Ethereal Armor. Hello? Spell Pierce. That costs 2. Interesting. No, you can have it. Ooh, I drew the planes. Lovely. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3. So this will add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hit him for 12? It's not enough. Instead, I will Staggering Insight to draw additional cards. Because we are all about drawing additional cards. Oh my god, the lands are coming. Okay, I will Oppressive Raise, and then I will attack for 7, draw 2. Plus gain some life. Curious Obsession. Okay, so we do have a few auras to rebuild once they flip. Plus we'll have these back in hand. I guess drawing all those lands wasn't the worst thing, because I can recast my creatures. Okay, they're gonna do the thing where they play 2 spells, like, as I attack, so I waste my attack. So I'm just going to attack. And then if I get baited here, then I get baited. Well, didn't get baited. Okay. Oppressive Raise. Judge's Familiar. That counters a spell. Don't need that right now. I have 9 cards in hand. I'm going to have 11. I mean, yeah, I don't really just need to fucking do anything, do I? Yeah, I'm good. Okay, and they didn't have the spells, I guess. So that's pretty good for me. I will Deafening Silence in. What comes out? Probably just a Judge's Familiar, right? This isn't gonna do anything. Like, when they play the thing, even if I counter the spell that flipped it, it still flips. So it doesn't super matter. Okay, this has creatures and lands, which is all we need. Ooh. Do we Spell Pierce check them with a Deafening Silence? Or do we just play the Boggle? We'll just play the Boggle. Thought Scour. Pitching Shore Up and Unsummon. Shore Up is crazy. Unsummon's also crazy. Why is that here? I mean, I guess it's for the core Spirit Dancer, but like, brother, you should have taken that out. You got the things. That's a Soul Ring. That's a pretty good card. They leave up Spell Pierce. I will check their Spell Pierce with a Deafening Silence. It's fine. And then I will Curious Obsession. We attacking. Cheeky little 2 damage with my Slippery Boy. Oppressive Raise is cool. Honestly, doesn't really do a whole lot. At least until they play a threat. They might have, like, Sailor's Bane? I have no idea. 3 mana. 5 mana. Sailor's Bane, that's the card I said. That is word 4? 4 is several. Sheltered by Ghost. Damn, I'm gonna have to sacrifice this Boggle, aren't I? That's rough, buddy. I'm just going to brazenly attack, because, like, I'm losing it anyway. And, like, what if, you know? Okay. He saw through my ruse. I'll play an Invisible Stalker, because that cannot be blocked. And then it is racing time. 7's pretty hard to race with. Alright, we'll play Sheltered by Ghost to get rid of their Soul Ring. Counterspell. Damn. I don't think this one's going to go in our favor. Alright, they have Thing in the Eyes. They have Mystical Dispute, which I guess is pretty good. Need to know about that for game 3. They have like a Delve spell, Treasure Cruise. Yep, that was taking a long time. Yeah, we just played fully behind pace in that one. The Soul Ring didn't help. The second Sailor's Bane completely unanswerable. Okay, is any of this stuff going to actually help? I can bring like Cartouche. That's not gonna do much though. I think we just submit it and then try to be fast. Alright, here's Illyris. This hand has no creatures, no creatures, no keep. This hand has no creatures. This hand has a creature. So that is good enough for me. I'll probably put back Sheltered and Spell Pierce. Or just double Sheltered? No, I'm gonna need the lifelink. There's a Core Spirit Dancer, which will help me get out of that mulligan. Should it resolve? Thought Scour. They do nothing, which is pretty cool. I will Ethereal Armor. And then the actual spell that I want to play is Curious Obsession. Draw a card. Dark Arways, that's pretty good. Not drawing a land, not that good. Or drawing a land, not that good. Impressive Raise is whatever. I don't think that Thing in the Ice is going to be like the thing that's going to happen. It looks like they're trying to set up for a Sailor's Bane. With all of these Thought Scours. Unsummon that, which is fine. I'll just play it again. Ooh, second one. I think I'm going to Oppressive Raise my Core Spirit Dancer just to draw a card. Attack with the Boggle. They consider, so there's probably, maybe, definitely a Sailor's Bane coming down next turn. I draw Deafening Silence. Yep, there's a Bane. That's an Invisible Stalker. Okay, so how big does Idolized make things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus... probably this Deafening Silence? Interesting. I'll Spirit Dancer. Because drawing cards is better than not doing that. And maybe... no, okay. No counterspell for me. Like I don't want to run this out, but I guess if it resolves, it's like really good. And like I'm not here to not do that, right? So I draw 2 cards. They probably counter this because like that's their deck. If not, I attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I attack through Sailor's Bane. Wow. That is crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. They haven't cast a spell. I'll attack. They block. That's wild. Oh, shore up. So we trade. I'm kind of okay with that. Because now I can try to land this Deafening Silence. That worked. And then, I don't know, next turn I can just load up a Core Spirit Dancer. Not really load up, because I'm also affected by Deafening Silence. This is their 1. Milled a second Sailor's Bane, that's great for me. Ooh, 3rd Spirit Dancer. Oh baby. I'll play Curse of Silence in order to draw 3 cards. And then, I don't know, I'll just name the thing in the ice, I guess. Like, I have no idea what a better name might be. I will also play this Invisible Stalker just so I have something to, like, actually attack with. Treasure Cruise is fine. Oh, they have a creature? Ethereal Forager. One of this creature attacks. Alright, so that's gonna do nothing. It's gonna get sheltered by ghosties. No land. Yeah, we'll just do that. If they have a counter, they have a counter. Oh, they give it hexproof instead. So what does this do now? Now that I actually have to read it? Oh, return one of these to your hand. Sure. Play an island. I will attack. Probably put Luris in my hand, right? Because I got nothing else going on. So what do they return here? Counterspell? No, they return Treasure Cruise. That's a choice. We're just looking for the last Sailor's Bane, I suppose. Which means they probably also have a counterspell in hand. Well, I will play Luris. And then I will play Idolized from the graveyard. Or do we play Idolized from hand? And then Slippery Boggle from the graveyard. That sounds like a better plan. Okay, play land. Play Boggle. And then we attack. And we discard whatever. They attack. What do we return? They return Thought Scour. Okay. I will take 3. They Thought Scour themselves. No other creature, which is pretty good for me. I'll run back the Idolized. Draw some cards. Alright, and they've decided that they cannot keep up, which is fair and reasonable. So, that was a good game. Let's go to the last one. Alright, last round with Enchantees playing against Toad. I imagine that they are on some Yojimbo pile. Because that's what they've been talking about recently. I have no idea how this is gonna go. I reveal Luris. Ooh, this has no lands. Cannot keep. This has no lands. Cannot keep. This has land and creature. Well, not the best. I think we get rid of... Ooh. Shelter by Gust is so good against Toad, but Core Spirit Dancer is so good against mulliganing to 5. So help me God. Okay. Just a Soul Ring. Just a Soul Ring, not a discard spell. I have one Slippery Boy. Kishla Village. Surveils 2. Scavenging Ooze. This is not Yojimbo. Oh, thank God. We have we have actual cards in hand now. Oppressive Raise gets rid of every aspect of Scavenging Ooze. Curious Obsession gets me out of my mulligan hell. There's a Plains, so I get to do everything next turn. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mana, which is several. And they play Slumbering Trudge, which is certainly a legal card in the format. I think the idea with this one is to like move stun counters off of it with nesting grounds onto your opponent's stuff. Core Spirit Dancer. We are in dry card mode. What does this say? Deals combat damage to a player at the beginning of your end step. If you didn't attack with a creature this turn, sacrifice it. Okay, so we gotta load up the core Spirit Dancer, unfortunately. Wait, sacrifice what? Sacrifice this aura. Okay, we do not, actually. Yeah. I thought you had to sacrifice the creature, but it's actually just the aura, which is slightly better. The 6/6 is quite large. No, my other one. And Disfigure. Oh my god, should have played it. It was right to sacrifice the Boggle. Oh, and he can attack. Oh my god. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna lose. Sheltered? No. Never sheltered. I need Luris to get my stuff back. Alright, they surveil too. Nesting Grounds is fine. They don't have the mana to block with Ooze, which means Servo Token gets to draw a card. That's a good one. Luris. Curious. I would love to draw a, like, basic land plains. Oh, that's close enough. Okay, do I put Ethereal Armor onto Luris? Because Luris can just fucking die. If he has a removal spell, I die anyway. So I'm going to play as though he doesn't have a removal spell. Because now this is a 6/5 with lifelink. And first strike. They are surveilling. What do we do? They put 2 on top. Oh god. That's so bad for me. 1, 2, 3. Another guy. Does not attack, which is wise. And now I get to Ethereal Armor. Okay, so play Core Spirit Dancer 1, 2. Play Ethereal Armor on here. Sheltered by Ghosts. That's a good one. Doesn't have like ward or anything, right? Nope. Okay, now we attack with the beasties. This might be lethal. It is, alright. Okay, well that was horrifying. Leyline in. Cartouche in. Get rid of Judge's Familiar. Probably get rid of Spell Pierce. Get rid of a Spell Pierce at least. What else do we get rid of? Curse of Silence. X2. Try like that. There's no way I get lands, a creature, and a leyline in the opener, right? Oh, so close. We got lands and leyline, no creature. It says lands and creature, no leyline. But I will keep you regardless. No Laris. Okay, no turn 1 Inquisition. Cool. Now we just need to dodge that 2 more times. Glacial Fortress. Okay. Well, there's one. Is this the boy? It is. X equals 1, so there's 2 stun counters on. Oh, that's actually quite bad for my core spirit dancer. Which will be coming down next turn. No discard, please. 1 time. Please. Stun counter on my Glacial Fortress. That's fine. Great. Lovely. I will Plains. I will Core Spirit Dancer. I will Cartucci. Draw a card. No! I don't get my dude either, do I? Nope. Alright, well, I didn't play around Disfigure. Pretty sure that's what killed it last time. I probably should have. Alright, Invisible Stalker, perhaps? Maybe? Just a little one? As a treat? Oh, damn. We are locked down, buddy. That's a Curse of Silence, which is notably not the card I asked for. I will play it, though. Name... I don't know. Witherbloom Charm? Taking 12 this turn. No, just 6. This has stun counters. Dust Bowl. That seems bad for me. Ooze doesn't super matter because I don't have Luris anymore. I am going to take out the Leylines. They were, in hindsight, a terrible idea. Okay, and I die. Alright, let's try that one again. Leyline, out. What in? Juges familier? Maybe a little suppression? Try it like that. Okay, this has land and creature and keep. I might play the suppression field turn 2. Just to, like, get ahead of the nesting ground stuff. Ooh, that's a Boggle. So, never mind that thing I just said. I'm gonna start slipping instead. They never catch me slipping. Do people say that? I don't know. This seems like the kind of deck that would like play Deadly Brew, which is that the one that makes you like sacrifice a creature? Toad seems like the kind of person that would play like 10 Edict effects in their sideboard, just on the off chance that someone would dare play Bogles. Spirit Dancer down, that's fine. Because you are quite open right now. So I'll just get in there. Draw land, maybe? No land for me. Filter by Go is a pretty good draw, though. Oh, I love this card so much. Gain 6, draw 6? No problem. You have 10 cards in hand. That rules. Okay, so in the course of human events, I think we oppressive raise your disciple. Curious obsession, my Bogle. Maybe draw 2 cards? Cheeky little draw 2? Yes, please. Land? Just one. Ooh, that's a land. Not the one I wanted, but land nonetheless. Four manas. Disciple, sacrifice, disciple? Oh god, that's so strong. Oh god. Why? Yeah, that is a certified hood classic. Creature. Ooh, that's a creature. And then I also get another one. Which maybe also comes with a land, maybe? No land. No land for servo token. Okay, here you go. Here's what I got. No land for Toad Brews either? Ooh, no land for Toad Brews. You get a tapped 6/6 instead. And an Inquisition of Kozilek, which is going to reveal just so many good cards. Yeah, I don't think we can beat 2 Ethereal Armors over here. My Spirit Dancer is going to be so big. You dancing. Dancing in the moonlight. This is just rubbing it in at this point, but I would like to attack for just so much. How about 17? Okay, well, we got there, folks. Damn, what a deck. Okay, 3-1 with the Bogleinator, the slipperiest of boy. Damn, I did not expect to get any wins tonight, let alone several. So, how was Bogles? It was good. I think people just weren't like ready for one giant attacker that they can interact with. There aren't very many like board wipes going around right now, and the ones that are here put them in the graveyard where Luris can get them back. So like we saw in the Gideon matchup, the board wipe wasn't even super meaningful. Invisible Stalker was like way better than I thought it was going to be. Like just maneuvering through board states. This deck is a little slower than green versions of the deck because it doesn't have like the green cards that focus solely on adding power to the board. So Invisible Stalker just being able to like chip in turn over turn was actually super relevant. And that'll probably go up to a 4 in later iterations of this deck. I think mulligans were like very light. There were a lot of very keepable hands, and I don't know if that is more like according to the number of lands that I was playing or what, but like there were a good number of hands that seemed a little sketchy, but you keep it anyway because you have to, and then it just like fully recovers. All of this like card draw is super good at recovering from mulligans. So I was very pleased with that as well. Shelter by Ghost is insane. Oppressive Raise was like much better than I thought it would be, and Curse of Silence was not as good as I thought it would be. I'll probably switch the numbers on these two. And then Sentinel's Eyes was like hot garbage. This needs to be Evasion. We saw in every instance where we had like a creature that wasn't Invisible Stalker, chump blocking was like way more real of a thing than I thought it would be. So these need to become like Griff's Boon or something that gives flying or trample. So we'll probably change that around in the future as well. This sideboard, all of it was bad. Just like, I only ever brought in these 4 cards, and they were the only meaningful ones. Definitely cutting Leyline because Luris is just stronger. Cartouche, I don't know. Maybe I'll keep it in like the considering board. Ceremonious Rejection is absolutely getting cut. I think my new plan is just erase Post. These cards were good. So yeah, sideboard is definitely going to get a whole rework, but that is Bogles. I'll probably be thinking about this deck a little bit more and like taking it slightly more seriously in the coming weeks, just because like it can come out of nowhere and just spike an event. And that was pretty cool to see. So yeah, that's all I got for now. Until next time, see ya.